In this video, we, Flow Motions from UCL, are bringing you to meet the hidden heroes in our daily lives. They are the PNID, valves, pumps, and compressors. Piping and Instrument Diagram, PNID, is a blueprint of chemical plant where all equipment and connections are shown. It is one of the most important process documents in a plant, as the construction, startup, maintenance, and shutdown of a plant needs to refer to the PNID. In PNID, valves are usually denoted by small rectangles or triangles shaping like a butterfly, while pumps and compressors are usually denoted by other geometries. The differences between pumps and compressors are not distinct when seen on a PNID, but they serve different functions in a plant, which will be discussed later. Let us now look at the backgrounds of some valves, pumps, and compressors. A butterfly valve controls flow of fluid by turning the handle and lever, and is capable to stop a flow of fluid quickly. A disc can be adjusted to a different degree of opening to control the fluid flow using the handle and lever. It is industrially used in high pressure and high temperature water processes and in processes involving cooling water. A non-return valve allows only one direction of fluid flow. The spring is compressed when flow is in a certain direction and flow rate. Otherwise, the spring is not compressed, causing the valve head to block fluid flow. The industrial uses of this valve is to ensure no mixing of gases in original source when multiple gases are combined into a stream, and it is also used in feed control system. Some examples of valve seals are spindle seal and flat seal. Their functions are to prevent excessive oil to enter in between valve guide and valve stem, and to provide a tight fluid seal between the seat and the closure member. A piston pump's function is to pump liquid from one point to another. When piston moves backward, liquid is drawn into the cavity, and when piston moves forward, liquid is discharged. Piston pump is industrially used in water supply systems, internal combustion engines to deliver fuel, and transporting oil in the chemical and oil industry. A piston compressor moves air from one point to another while changing the pressure. Air is drawn into the chamber when piston moves downwards. When piston moves outward, air is compressed then discharged. Piston compressors are used in power generation and to supply clean air for air ventilation. The assembling of valves was done in laboratory. Before entering the lab, make sure that you wear your safety goggles, lab coats, cover shoes, and tie long hair to the back. Let us now look at the assembling of butterfly valves. The parts and tools needed when assembling butterfly valves are 2 countersunk screws, 1 sealing washer, 1 Allen key, 2 hexagon screws and hexagon nuts, 1 valve body, 1 ratchet disc, and 1 handle and lever. First, attach the sealing washer onto the valve body with 2 countersunk screws using Allen key. Next, secure the ratchet disc onto the valve body using 2 hexagon screws and hexagon nuts arranged diagonally to each other. Finally, attach the handle and lever to the valve body with some gentle taps. This is how a completed valve looks like. We will now look at the assembling of non-return valve. The parts needed when assembling non-return valve are 1 valve head, 1 seal, 4 hexagon screws, 1 housing, 1 spring, and 1 cover. First, put the valve head into the housing, followed by the spring. After putting the seal onto the housing, secure the cover onto the housing using 4 hexagon screws. Loosely screw all 4 hexagon screws to secure the position before tightening them. A completed non-return valve looks like this. This is the end of our meeting with the hidden heroes. Hope you enjoy!